here again with another raw review. We all know the Brothers Grimm. Brilliant storytellers. They wrote most of the famous fairy tales that we know and still tell today, though we tell them in a much different way. Whenever the Brothers Grimm wrote their stories, they were dark, they were vicious, they were cautionary tales of the evils of the world. But of course, modern society, we've kiddified them, make them safer for children. Because I don't know, you're not supposed to scare children and tell them that wolves are going to eat their guts nowadays. Hey, you know, very, very PC. We're a very PC culture now. I get it, whatever. We're going to make some movies based on the Brothers Grimm. Another one of those Brothers Grimm based movies. But this is a good one. One of my favorite Brothers Grimm tales, The Pied Piper of Hamelin. You know this one? Too much cannabis. The Pied Piper of Hamelin. It's about this guy. Plays a flute. Comes into town playing his flute. Getting down, you know. Flute guy comes in. Play flute. Town's infested with rats. Piper dude says, you know what, I can get rid of your rats. Townspeople's like, yeah, alright, you can get rid of our rats, do it. He does. Plays his little flute, just like Jethro told. And the rats follow him out of town, just like Jethro Tull fans. They stiff him, don't pay him. So he plays his little flute again, and it takes their children. Now, depending on what you're telling of the story you're reading, watching, whatever, this story can get dark. It gets really dark in some versions. So, they've made a movie based on one of the darker versions. Ooh, right! The Piper. That's what I'm talking about. Asian horror. Korean. Korea. It's pretty much the same story. Piper comes into town with his son. They're seeking refuge. Town's got a rat problem. The guy can take care of the rat problem. Townsfolk stiff him. Don't pay him. Things get bad. His son gets killed. I'm not going to tell you everything. I gotta give you some incentive to watch, right? He took care of the rat problem. But they won't pay him. Ends up getting his son killed. He falls for one of the girls in town. She gets killed. Everybody gets killed. Dark. So, this fella, he goes all Willard on them with the rats, right? He comes back into town with the rats. Now check it out. The way he keeps the rats from attacking him. He's got this powder, white powder, that deters the rats. He rubs it all over his face. That's right. And plays that little flute, right? He used to play that little flute in the circus. So you know, he's got a circus clown nose. So here he goes, this circus clown, leading an army of rats into town to go all Willard on the motherfucker. Ooh, I said a bad word. Whatever, I'll cut that in post. It's good. It's gruesome. It's bloody. It's a revenge flick. The effects are great. They use some computer, obviously. In the worst way. I like it. Just bad enough to be fun to watch again. The atmosphere is great on this one. Very, very dark. Very foreboding. Said foreboding, big words. Gloomy. Very, very gloomy atmosphere. And, am I breathing all heavy? I don't know why I'm breathing heavy. I'm excited about this movie. The movie's a bit of a slow burn. A lot of dialogue, very dialogue heavy in the beginning. The visuals make up for it, though. They're in some beautiful places in Korea. It's worth it just watching for the cinematography. Really, it's great. But when it gets into it hard. Hard. I don't remember how I discovered this one. I think I just saw it. Did I just see it? I just saw this one. I didn't hear anything about this one ahead of time. I wasn't warned about this one. This one did what? Take 53. This one was not on my radar. I just saw the case. Thinking to myself, oh man, it's a clown with rats all over him, right? Of course I'm going to jump at that. And then I read Pied Piper of Hamelin, one of my favorite Brothers Grimm stories. Yes, please, thank you. Go out and find this one. Man, it's worth it, guys. I'm telling you.